Happening now, the latest developments in this week's suspicious death in Jamestown. The man who's facing charges, plus a Frewsburg woman speaking out after losing everything, including their pets, in a house fire yesterday.
Well, the majority of today should be mainly dry, but we're going to get some showers and storms in later. That continues for the first half of the weekend. We'll talk about it next as the news at noon starts now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Police in Jamestown have made an arrest connected to a suspicious death investigation of a Jamestown woman. Thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Jamestown police say 32-year-old Joffrey Giandu was found inside of a Price Street residence while officers performed a welfare check inside that house Tuesday afternoon. Police initially responded to that location after the family of the woman, who was not identified, did not hear from her for several days. While searching the house, officers say they located a victim who appeared to have been deceased for several days. Her remains have since been sent to the Erie County Medical Examiner's Office for an autopsy. Additionally, investigators tell us they recovered a .22 caliber rifle. However, that weapon is not believed to have been involved in the death of the woman. Giandu is a convicted felon and was charged with fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon and not legally permitted to possess the rifle or shotgun. Now, the investigation into the circumstances of the victim's death is continuing, police report, with assistance from the Chautauqua County District Attorney's Office and the FBI. We spoke with a woman who lives across the street yesterday. After seeing this activity, she is concerned.
There was caution tape wrapped around everything. Street was completely blocked off, and they arrested some male. It's scary because we really like it here, and to know something like that happened so close by, that we just hope that they get this person or persons that have done this to this person, hopefully, and things can settle down.
Anyone who may have additional information on this case is asked to call Jamestown Police at 716-483-7537. Well, the owner of a Frewsburg home ravaged by fire yesterday afternoon is speaking out about the frightening experience. WNY News Now's Jason Ruttman hearing directly from her and has more on the just-launched fundraiser to help her family.
Paula Rondeau, mother of two and owner of a local business, took to social media last night following a huge inferno that burned down her Johnson Street home.
A Frewsburg resident who we're friends with and we know, was approaching my store, and I thought, oh, what does Mindy need? And my door was unlocked, and I just waved her in, and the look on her face, she looked at me like, what are you doing? I could just tell something was terribly, terribly wrong. And she said, your house is burning down. And I just lost my damn mind. I just started screaming like a lunatic, just screaming.
Rondeau says she first contacted her daughter and husband to make sure that they were safe. Her son was with her when the house went up in flames. However, the family lost their puppy and one of their cats.
Josephine was there by the door. They found her later, and they found Leo, our dog. He was asleep on our bed.
The cause of the fire has yet to be determined, but the location of where it began was clear.
The fire started, they gather, in a spare bedroom that we have on our lower level. It's a split level. So when you go on the lower level, you have my home office, which used to be beautiful. And then there was a spare bedroom and bathroom that we never used. It was just full of decor and just, stuff. And for whatever reason, even though nobody ever goes in there, ever, they've gathered. That's where the fire started. Something happened in the ceiling where the light fixture is, because right above the room is our bedroom, which is now in the lower level. So the whole thing just fell down, collapsed.
Officials finally were able to clear the scene by the evening, but the family who owned the home are now left with very little. They're choosing to reflect on what they didn't lose, however.
The most important stuff because obviously our pets are important, but the most important stuff we have.
That's in reference to Rondo's kids, husband, and surviving pets. For WNY News Now, I'm Jason Rutman.
Jason, thank you. To assist the family impacted by the blaze, a GoFundMe page has since been set up. You can learn more by visiting gofundme.com and search the Rondo family. You can also support the family by purchasing items from Paula's online store at cozycuckoonest.com. We'll have more details coming up later on WNYNewsNow.com and in our mobile app. New York State Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is part of a bipartisan push aiming to stop perpetrators from silencing victims of sexual assault and sexual harassment. The Ending Forced Arbitration of Sexual Assault and Sexual Harassment Act would nullify forced arbitration clauses that the lawmakers believe shielded celebrities and corporations, but failed to protect victims of these offenses. Gillibrand announced that new legislation yesterday during a press conference with former Fox News anchor Gretchen Carlson, who left her position during a sexual harassment scandal.
Too often, survivors of sexual assault or harassment in the workplace come forward, but they are then told that they are legally forbidden to sue their employer because their employment contracts include these forced arbitration clauses. Instead of being allowed to have their day in court, these survivors are pushed to a system designed by the same corporation they are actually challenging.
Among other legislators endorsing this bill are Senators Lindsey Graham, Dick Durbin, as well as U.S. Representatives Sherry Balston, Morgan Griffith, and Pamela Yapale. Well, a local business is teaming up with Chautauqua Works to help area youth gain employment experience during the summer. WNY News Now's Mario Cosentino with more.
Pearl City Pets, owned by Jason and Erica Skinner, recently expanded their business to a larger showroom next to their previous storefront on Cherry Street downtown. Skinner says he was approached by the Chautauqua Works Summer Youth Program and did not hesitate to get involved.
So immediately we jumped on board because, to be able to help the community and help the children of our community be able to get something under their belt and be able to use us as a reference was something that we felt was very important.
High school students Jasmine Rollinger Norad and Hannah Patterson are two of the three students working at the shop this summer, and they say they've learned a lot about how to properly take care of fish and reptiles. Both girls have enjoyed the experience so far, and to those seeking an opportunity for work this summer, Patterson has a message.
You should definitely do it. It's a good learning experience.
Skinner hopes that this experience will help prepare the girls for future jobs.
They have helped out a lot, and I hope that what we have done with them, they're able to take that and use that. And not only with animals, with job skills, with responsibilities.
Family is really important here at Pearl City Pets, and one day Skinner says that he hopes to pass this business along to one of his kids.
It leaves something behind. If this becomes a successful business, later on down the road, maybe one of my children will take it over.
Mario Cosentino, WNY News Now.
Mario, thank you. To learn more about Pearl City Pets, you can check out their location at 201 Cherry Street or their Facebook page. Well, we thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comment section down below. We always love to hear from you, or simply send us a hello. It's great to see Lisa. Good to see Donna, Raymond, Jamie, and Pam as well. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Happy Thursday to all of you out there. Well, now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's standing by with a first look at our weather. And the story the last couple days, Dakota, has been rain, but I hear we're going to get a little bit of a break.
Yes, we have a little bit of a break, and it's ongoing right now, but don't get used to it because we all know that it's not going to last as we go throughout the week. Live look over the Warren City Bank shows you the clouds starting to fill in right now. No rain falling out of this cloud cover right now, but we will see some rain advancing later on this afternoon. You can see the cloud cover on the satellite and radar composite starting to come on in. This is out ahead of the next system, and we'll zoom it out just a little bit to show you that this rain over Michigan, part of this is going to be moving our way through the day today, but it's not going to get here until later in the afternoon. So if you have anything you need to do outdoors today, get it done between now and I'd say 4 o'clock. That looks like your best window before the rain starts to head our way. 77 was the high yesterday, started the day at 61. 94 and 37 are the record highs and lows at the Jamestown Airport for this day. So through the afternoon, partly to mostly sunny on average. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will develop later this afternoon. Warm and still muggy. 80 to 86 is the high temp range with a south to southwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. More rain Friday than Saturday, but some better weather could be on the way for next week. We'll talk about what we know in just a few minutes. Justin.
All right, Dakota coming back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you then. Well, jury selection is underway for a man set to stand trial for the 2017 murder of Dylan Ownbag here in Jamestown. The Chautauqua County Court Clerk tells us that 2 jurors were selected yesterday in front of Judge David Foley. 10 more, along with alternates, are needed for arguments to begin. Turner is charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder in the stabbing death of Dylan Ownbag. He faces 2 counts because the allegation is that the killing was intentional and that it occurred during a felony. Authorities, however, haven't provided specifics regarding what that felony is. Ownbag of Jamestown was stabbed to death in November 2017 after Jamestown police say he was involved in some sort of altercation with another person on Willard Street at Peterson Streets. Turner was indicted in May 2019 in Chautauqua County Court. And a Jamestown man who pled guilty of producing child pornography was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison and lifetime supervised release in federal court. James Chapman, prosecutors say, communicated via Facebook message about engaging in sexual activity with female victims. During those communications, Chapman offered to pay the first victim and one of her friends $60 to have sex with him. Victim 1 said she and her friend were both 16 at the time. Later that evening, that first victim and another went to Chapman's residence here in Jamestown, where Chapman engaged in sexual intercourse with them, after which Chapman paid each of them. Following those acts, the defendant used his cell phone to take a picture of the victim completely nude sitting on his bed. A review of his Facebook account revealed that he then distributed the pornography, which continues child porn, to 4 other people. Now, subsequently in 2017, Chapman began communicating with a third person who was 17 years old through Facebook, who he shared explicit images with. He also shared images with the other 2 girls as well. Coming up next, a lot more to tell you about. A local man back in trouble after stealing another vehicle here in Chautauqua County. And later, the push in the Senate to decriminalize marijuana nationwide. Stay with us as WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Located along the Amish Trail, the Randolph Retail Company offers a variety of clothing, jewelry, and gifts for any occasion. Offering uptown merchandise at small-town prices, our locally owned business balances quality and value. With complimentary gift wrap here at the Randolph Retail Company, we pride ourselves in personal service. Check out our Facebook page or stop in today at 127 Main Street, Randolph, just a 20-minute drive from Jamestown.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today. Email our news desk or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Have the best summer ever with endless adventures at Girl Scout Summer Camp. Financial aid available, open to all girls. For more information, call or go to gswny.org.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A Jamestown man accused of stealing a government vehicle this week is now facing additional charges following a similar incident days earlier. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office says 27-year-old Cody DiDomenico, a day after allegedly stealing a vehicle from Lakewood, stole a vehicle from an address in the town of Chautauqua Tuesday. Deputies, after logging the initial report, spotted him driving that vehicle on Route 430 later in the day. He was pulled over at the intersection of Bayview and Bemis Ellery Roads in the town of Ellery. Following an investigation, he's charged with third-degree grand larceny, third-degree criminal possession of stolen property, and other charges. Deputies report DiDomenico was taken to Chautauqua County Jail for centralized arraignment and then released. Well, today is a big day in the Senate. That's what Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said yesterday as he and other Democrats introduced a proposal that would decriminalize marijuana. If it goes through, the proposal will strike marijuana from the federal controlled substance list. Schumer said he'll use all of his power as majority leader to push this bill forward.
Communities of color have paid such an awful price for the historical overcriminalization of marijuana that we want to make sure that the money goes back to them and doesn't just get, the biggest, strongest banker gets to just scoop it all up.
He says it will take a while for the proposal to gain some traction. It will now be circulated among lawmakers with the hopes of generating more support. Staying in Washington, President Joe Biden went all in on infrastructure yesterday, meeting with governors, mayors, and Senate Democrats to discuss the framework of 2 proposals on the table now. John Lawrence takes a closer look.
Here's my homecoming. President Joe Biden making a rare return to the halls of Capitol Hill to sit down with Senate Democrats with a clear message on infrastructure. Let's get it done.
Great to be home, great to be back with all my colleagues, and I think we're going to get a lot done.
The president pitching 2 plans in hopes of unifying Senate Democrats behind him, a more than $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure and jobs proposal, and a more sweeping budget package with the sticker price of $3.5 trillion that can be pursued through reconciliation.
We're going to get this done.
We are getting this done.
Despite fears that the $3.5 trillion tag on the reconciliation package might scare away Republican support, some GOP senators say they're committed to coming to a resolution.
We're continuing with our bipartisan effort. That's what I'm working on.
Well, our bipartisan talks are totally separate from that. We're still working.
President Biden says he's not worried that having 2 plans will halt efforts to come to a bipartisan agreement.
No, I think it's the only way to get it done is having 2 tracks.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you. Well, horse lovers far and wide, today's your day. It's National I Love a Horse Day. It's a real thing. You can mark the day by visiting a stable for a horseback ride. Go on the lookout for wild horses in a national park, or if you're lucky enough to have one, to ride your own horse. You can also post to social media with the hashtag National I Love Horses Day. You know, horses are pretty darn cool, if you think about it. I did a story a while back with the Ney group here in Chautauqua County, Dakota, and horses can really feel what people are expressing. And in many cases, they can actually help folks like our friends, veterans with PTSD, come through some of their trauma. So it's, I think, incredible to recognize.
Well, if you ever watched MASH, the later episodes with Harry Morgan, when he was the Colonel Potter, he said that horses were not to eat. because he said that horses were a very beautiful animal.
And they're
So-
you'd think of dogs as man's best friend for what, hundreds of years.
Mm.
Horses were our best friend. They got us around. They took us into battle. They helped heal us. I mean, it's awesome. So we can go deep all day about horses. Good to see Jamie. Good to see Topsy, Jason, and Wendy as well. Hopefully you all are having a great day. We appreciate you tuning in. And a lot of people maybe going to get out and enjoy some of this nice weather, you think, today, Dakota?
Yeah, I mean,
Because-
if you want to get out and enjoy it after the show in about, 10 minutes is going to be your best bet here, because we've got some rain on the way. Let's take a look at the rainfall totals from yesterday. All of this was mainly in the morning. Lakewood, half an inch. Mayville, 3/800ths of an inch. 3/500ths of an inch in Silver Creek. Gary at a 30.30. Okay. There you go. And Jamestown, 2/600ths of an inch at the airport, and Frewsburg, 1,500ths of an inch. So, yeah, let's take that and add it on to what we've had so far this month. It is just unbelievable how much rain we've had. And, we keep talking about this because it's amazing. In the first 2 weeks of July, we have had 8.04 inches. That is a 5.88 inch surplus above normal to where we should be. And the new data suggests this is the fourth rainiest July on record if it were to end now. And I'm going to make a prediction. I don't like long-range weather outlooks, but I'm going to make a prediction here. I think we are going to break the all-time rainiest July because we've got more rain on the way. And I think by the time we go to the end of the month, I think we'll be above this 9.12 inches for the month. That's my prediction. I'm putting my professional reputation on the line with that. We'll see if we get there. Now for today, there is a low-end marginal risk, a level 1 on a scale of 5 for at least the westernmost areas. This is not for now. This is for later in the afternoon, probably about 4 or 5 o'clock. We're going to start to see some thunderstorms developing. And the main threat out of this is going to be strong damaging winds, also some heavy rain as well. And also don't forget those cloud-to-ground lightning strikes could also become a problem. Now we do have some cloud cover downtown from the HD News Now cam, but at the airport it's partly sunny at the airport. That's what the airport is reporting with a pair of 7s there. Southwest wind to 13, wind gust to 22, and we still have that high humidity. So it's still making it feel a little bit more sticky out there. So here's what's going on here. We have a warm front combined with a cold front. These two fronts are going to be moving our way like this over the next couple of days, and this is going to produce the showers and storms later this afternoon, but B, a better chance for rain showers tomorrow afternoon. So let's show it to you on Future Scan here. So drive for the early afternoon. Get out and do whatever you need to do outdoors because this is by about 4 o'clock. Notice the showers and thunderstorms starting to pop up, and they will develop through the afternoon hours. And again, there is a small chance that these could be a bit on the stronger side with damaging wind gusts and some heavy rainfall at times. Those will continue in pockets tonight, and then tomorrow, scattered to widespread rain showers and thunderstorms. Almost the same deal as we have been. Big surprise, no big change there. And then as we go into Saturday, we'll see a better chance for more rain showers and thunderstorms at that point. So the inland areas today, temperatures, it's going to be warmer than it was yesterday, but it's going to be a little bit stickier with afternoon showers and thunderstorms developing, likely lower 80s. Maybe once you work down in Warren County, you might get close to the mid 80s there. Next 7 days, right there, 77 tomorrow, 74 on Saturday, just more rain showers. A scattered storm on Sunday, but not all day rain. Pop-up storms both Monday and Tuesday, but both of those days should be mainly dry. And then on Wednesday, the sun should return in a good supply with temperatures actually going down into the mid 70s. We'll take a break. Be right back.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job. I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working. I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
It's not just what we say, it's what we do.
Local first. It isn't just our slogan. It's our mindset every single day. So whether you're watching our daily live streams or staying up to date with reports on our website and mobile app, You'll always see the same attention to detail from reporters who passionately care about our community, who have one goal in mind: to always put the facts first.
For me, it's more than just getting the forecast right. What I love the most about my job is that I come into work every day to help break down the weather, letting people know how this is going to impact their day. We take pride that First Defense Weather is the only local weather team in the Southern Tier. We don't just copy and paste our weather from outside sources. Every part of our forecast is handmade right here in-house, something our team really takes pride in.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day. WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
A new dog park is finishing preparations and plans to open in the near future. WNY News Now's Christian Reithmiller here with the story. Hey, Christian.
Hi, Justin. That's right, the Wolfington Dog Park is the newest development in Warren County. The project will provide a local place for dogs to have a pawsome time. In an interview with 92 Gold's Aaron Me, he met with board member Rocco Del Prince, who discussed the process and what the park has to offer.
The park will be 100% free to use as long as you have your dogs properly vaccinated and treated for communicable diseases. We do anticipate having some classes, pet obedience classes. We took our dog to a trainer in St. Mary's, and those folks were very interested in helping us out.
The dog park is located near the Warren County Visitors Bureau. The multi-year development has costed more than expected. However, the board is excited the project will now be available for use. Although the park is free to use, donations are encouraged as the park will have operating costs associated. For those looking to donate, checks can be sent to Wolfington Dog Park at P.O. Box 265 in Warren, Pennsylvania. Or there will be QR codes at the park made available to scan for online donations. Justin, back to you.
All right, Christian, that's a really awesome story. Do you know when this park is expected to open? I know that's kind of been up in the air there.
Yeah, so they're aiming for the end of August, early September time period. They said that the final preparations are underway they're installing the last waste bins and other minor details of the park, but the fencing and everything, the main elements are all completed.
Now, as far as I know, there aren't any other parks like this in Warren, or even that many across our area. I know we have one here in Jamestown, technically I believe in Celeron, if I'm correct. But for Warren County, is this a first?
Yeah, so it is believed that this is the first dog park in the Warren County area. There is another one in Lakewood, and it's believed those two are pretty much the only two around here. But it's really a great thing for the community, and I know the dogs will enjoy being able to socialize with other dogs. So.
Oh, yeah, and I know that's really important. You yourself, I know, have a really nice St. Bernard. Do you guys spend a lot of times at dog parks? You planning on heading out to this one?
We go on walks, and he goes to daycare sometimes to socialize with other dogs. So he would enjoy a park as well, yeah.
Absolutely. I know, Dakota, you love dog parks. I mean, who doesn't love dog parks, right? Everybody loves dog parks.
Is that an insult?
No, it's not an insult.
Are you calling me a dog?
No. It's just...
Well, I don't need this.
All right, bye.
No,
awesome.
but, dog parks are interesting because, dog parks are a great way for dogs to get out, exercise, and obviously even make some friends, and who knows? The dogs make friends with other dogs, and you might just become a friend to another dog owner as well. So
yeah, that's true.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, you could find a hot date at a dog park. You never know. All right, Christian, thank you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no? You don't know? Dakota, you want to try that out? Try your luck? I'm just kidding. I'm picking on you. Let's go to final weather.
There's a lot of things I could say, but as you know, the studio is going to be a garage come tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
they haven't shut us down yet, though.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
You guys like it?
65 to 71 tonight. Scattered showers and storms. Some of them could be a bit strong in the evening. So it's going to be another AC on kind of night, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely, Dakota. Thank you. I'll be stuck hearing the rumbles again. But it is Western New York in the summer.
Don't you have a cuddle buddy for Thunder?
I do.
What do you call him? Thunder.
Thunder buddy.
Yeah, Thunder buddy. I don't have one. I'm alone. Help me.
Find Dakota on Snapchat. What's your Snapchat handle? Real quick. Final sentence.
No, we're not going to get into that because that's me unleashed. You don't want to see me on the Snap.
I love your Snapchat. Your Snap page.
And I haven't gotten fired yet for the stuff I've posted.
Okay. Which is good. We're back tomorrow. See you then.